set as the Steelers are ready to do battle with Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
Sanders' first carry of the game. Broke a tackle, but not much room there ultimately. Just up past the 25 and no further. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Shotgun now for Wentz. Catch made by Fulgham. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
A gain of 13.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
Wentz connecting with his tight end Goddard, and he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
First down.
But I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And he is across midfield from 149 to the other 49, a gain of just 2.
He's across midfield.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
I know we can't hear what's going on in that huddle right now, but I'll guarantee you at least one offensive lineman is saying, my bad, we simply couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage. We've got to do a better job trying to root those guys out of there.
Miles Sanders.
And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down. Play fake to Sanders. Now here's Wentz. He'll get this to Ward. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Wentz now on first down. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Dallas Goedert, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Anthony McFarland, his first carry of the ball game. He'll have a first down past the 40 and all the way up to the 46. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. The safeties were well back there, and he had a lot of room. Were they in the cover too?
Yeah, they were, and the safeties were back. You know, usually they're 12 to 15 yards off the line of scrimmage, somewhere around the hash mark for each of them. But what also happens if the linebackers dive into the line, if you block them initially, that blocker can come off of them and get up to the safeties on the second level. And now you've got a big place to run the football.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Working from the gun. It's Kaepernick. He's going to launch this thing. That's caught inside the 20. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point put through by Boswell. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
At the 18-yard line.
From the gun, it's Wentz. He's going to drop this down to Sanders. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Sanders.
Give him 7 on the play. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
3rd down.
Working from the gun, Wentz. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And he's going to be taken down about a yard shy of the first at the 29. It's a 4-yard pickup, and it'll be 4th down.
4th down.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll buy some time right. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard.
Carrier. The tackle made by Joe Hayden. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4. At the
7-7, our score after 1.
End of the first quarter, with the score tied 7-7.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Wentz. Open man here is Foster. That one a first down pickup of 8.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
So after the INT, it's Kaepernick. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
On the deep ball.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
Kaepernick will try again on 2nd down. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A big play there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. Boswell good with the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7.
Chris Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
On play action, it's Wentz. Left side here to Sanders. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And incomplete. They tried to drop it off, but he couldn't hold on. More problems here on third down. They converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on third down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they fell behind early, but since then, 2 touchdowns and a 14-7 lead.
Yeah, they've gotten the end zone on their first 2 drives, and even more so after the defense gave up the first lead. But these last 2 drives, obviously they inspired their D because they shut them down the last time out. They hope to continue that string.
2nd and a yard.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. From the gun, it's Kaepernick. Ebron caught left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Now Kaepernick. Oh, so close to an interception. Read that beautifully. Got his hands on it. Couldn't get it. And it's 2nd down.
Grant Delpit.
Similar to a shooter in basketball who just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
They'll let this go for the end zone. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and...
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Bud Dupree. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown.
Steelers.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick six. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they gave up the pick six. And now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up. But you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
Yes.
Play action.
Yes.
Now Wentz.
In the run.
This will be taken in by Hightower. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one good for 26 and a first down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Now left side on the swing pass. 20! And he is finally out of bounds, just shy of the 5, all the way down at the 6. A huge play there on the screen pass, and even 40 yards. This is first and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. To throw is Wentz. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Antoine Winfield Jr. picks it. And they'll have the football, but deep in their own territory as he's brought down at the 5. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half. And you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest. We're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. In his own end zone, it's Kaepernick. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. That one good for 12 yards. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Throwing his Kaepernick on 3rd down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. He's got a man complete. Past the 20.
Prime time, baby.
And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Steelers 35, Eagles 7. Chris Boswell.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. taken about 7 yards deep. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Wentz now to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may force them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
On 1st and 10, here's Kaepernick, eluding the pressure right. That's into the hands of his running back, McFarland. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Now Kaepernick throwing on second down. Going to throw right side here, complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. Throwing on first down is Kaepernick. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And the half will begin with a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down.
1st and 10.
And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. 3rd down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard.
It's now 3rd and 13.
To throw, it's Kaepernick. Flushed out right. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked by Kevon Seymour. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but if the other team doesn't get it, that's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case...
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Kevon Seymour. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. Pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the third quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. On play action, Wentz. He'll let it go deep for Foster. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Now Wentz on third down. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. 2 first downs have him up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. Again, it's Wentz. Completes it to the fullback, Ham. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and...
Wentz on the give to Sanders. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
On the tackle. 2 yards on the play.
Now Wentz.
First down, Philadelphia.
That's complete to Hightower. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle first down.
A gain of...
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
To throw, it's Wentz. They'll roll him out right. This is caught. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
They'll try to run with Sanders. And he will take this one in for an Eagle touchdown. Miles Sanders, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles make some inroads here on that deficit. It's good, and it's now 35-14.
Makes the score Steelers 35, Eagles 14.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. To return, it's Cam Sutton. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. Try to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. To the right side to Eric Ebron. And he'll be the 45. An excellent way to start the drive there. 18 yards.
1st and 10 at the 46.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. now on first down. Throw right side, and that's complete. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Another big play as they get 28 out of that one. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Damn, we got 23 yards.
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. On the ground, it's McFarland. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Jannard Avery able to get him down for a loss of 11. And it brings up 4th down. They're going for it. It's Kaepernick. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Eric Ebron. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this offense. This is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down.
An Eagles 1st down.
From the gun, it's Wentz. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over it, and they got there to break that one up.
Open man here is Foster. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
And an Eagle 1st down.
Play fake to Sanders. Now here's Wentz. He'll let it go deep for Foster. That's caught inside the 20. And he will finally be taken out of bounds. It's a big play there for the Eagles. And even 40 yards. From the red zone now, Wentz rolling to his right. And my goodness, another interception. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. The 20. 10. 5. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick 6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You're ready to go to the bench and hang out. And he said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Give them 14 on that one and a first down. Shotgun now for Wentz. And now here is another interception. Joe Hayden, the veteran, with a pick. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
So after the INT, it's Kaepernick. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. That's the rookie from LSU, Grant Delpit. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back
at their own 20-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and if finally we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. Working from the gun, Wentz. He's going to drop this down to Sanders. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On the move to his left. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Now a play fake. Wentz sliding out of the pocket. And this is going to be intercepted. Sean Davis with a pick. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
Niggas don't play the duty no more, yo.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When you go to the back, let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. They were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
That's the rookie from LSU, Grant Delpit.
They find some open field here.
I was jumping in.
And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD.
For the point after.
This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, you know, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
They're in control. Here's a start 1st and 10, and appearing to have righted the ship following that 2-game losing streak.
And a throw right sideline is complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A good pickup there, 26 yards. It's going to throw it. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Now they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. He's going to sling this deep down. It's caught inside the 25. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Kaepernick. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Steelers, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they'll get another home date next week as the Browns will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss. And they'll be at home for one next week as the Baltimore Ravens come to town. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
the D-back from Baltimore. I got bored up there.